Mate, I feel like Keemstar, innit? Literally feel like Keemstar. Alright, hang on. Stop, man. Alright, shut up. This bit's going in the start of the video. Even though he's pissing himself laughing. We're coming in with something new today. We're doing a Q&A. It's going to be me and Critic, who's actually over there in hysterics at the minute. Because I said I look like Keemstar. And you're going to edit this and put a picture of Keemstar above my head right here. But yeah, we've asked stream and put on our social media. We just said to everybody, DM us questions to put in a Q&A video. We've got maybe 20 questions here to go through. Some are directed for both of us, some are directed just for me, and some just for Critic. But yeah, we're gonna get this show on the roads. I think he's stopped laughing now. So yeah, get the fuck over here. You right, Keem? How you doing, mate?
Nice to meet you, Keem.
Nice to meet you, mate. Nice to meet you. Yeah. I do actually look like a Keemstar, I don't know. I've got a whole beard.
Let's move on.
Alright. I'll just pick a random question. We'll start off with something nice. This one's directed straight for you. If you wanted to get hyped, get gassed, like say if you were getting ready to go out, what would your hype tune be? Your go-to hype song right now, today?
Every day we're lit.
Every day we lit.
Yeah.
That is a banger to be fair.
That is a banger. Every day we're lit.
Yeah, every day we lit. Yeah, you can't tell me shit.
Every day we're lit. Every day we're lit.
Yeah, every day we lit. Yeah, you can't tell me shit. Yeah, remember I was broke, now I'm getting rich.
You're gonna have to link that in the description. I'll link it in the description. If you haven't seen it, watch the video. If you haven't watched the video, watch the video because the video is lit.
Yes, it's
to be fair.
It is.
Okay, yeah, that's a strong answer.
And if literally, if you put that tune on and you're not feeling like you're gonna just pop some bottles and go nuts, then just get out. Just get out.
Get out.
just leave now.
You need to edit the clip when you hit that quickie on top of school and you're like, get out.
Get out!
Oh my god. All right, on to the next question. So both of us, how did you get into streaming? So for me, it was complete luck, really, at the end of the day. It's the same with how I got into PUBG, really. A friend told me there was this game called PUBG on PC and it was coming to console, and I was like, look, this looks a bit weird, because the Battle Royale was new, innit?
Oh, yeah, back then, yeah.
So I was like, I'm not buying it. He eventually bought it for me. So we started playing it. And then
listen to him.
Yeah, if he didn't buy it, I wouldn't be streaming now. So he bought it for me. I started playing it, started really enjoying it, getting into it, sessioning it out for like 15 hours a day. And then obviously he's playing on Xbox.
Yeah.
Mixer came around, and there was this thing that just said like start broadcast, start streaming. I was like, what the fuck is this?
Yeah.
Then seeing that I could stream my gameplay directly from the Xbox onto this website.
Mixer, yeah.
So I checked the website out. I saw PUBG was a little category on there. And it was like popping and streams were lit on there. So I was like, you know what, fuck it, I'm going to try this out.
Yeah.
And then, yeah, did my first ever stream. No cam, no overlays, just the mic. Me getting fucking gassed when I get like 2 kills and then die. And yeah, that was it, really. It just grew from there, obviously. But yeah, it was just by luck, by complete chance.
Decent. For me, it was obviously, for those that don't know, some of you may know, I did YouTube like 10 years ago. Once I grew out of YouTube and stopped doing it, I was always speaking about streaming for years. Like literally every year I was like, I'm going to start streaming this year. I'm going to do it. Because that's kind of when it was just starting to become a thing. So I was always talking about it. Years would just pass, boom, boom, boom. And then we met. I came to your stream, seen you streaming, and I thought, you know what? I'm gonna just pull the plug. I'm gonna upgrade my internet, and I'm gonna start streaming. Pretty much, you are pretty much like the kickstart that I needed to fucking start streaming. Like, Just say do it, you know?
That's crazy.
So like, it is always something that I do bring up now and then. I do think to myself, would I have actually pulled the plug and started streaming if I never met you?
It's crazy, isn't it? Because it's something that you were obviously having the gaming background through YouTube.
Yeah.
Like you've had that gaming, like the gamer at heart.
Yeah.
And then like drifted away from YouTube and dabbled in the idea of starting the stream, but just didn't follow through with it. And then that was it. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's crazy. You know what? Since that was your answer to that question, the one question that I had about 500, well, about maybe 15 times, we're not going to talk about it now, but I'm going to tell them what's going to happen. So obviously, guys, we all know the notorious message. Everyone wants to know what it is. He doesn't want anyone to know.
To be honest, it's not that bad.
I've been telling them that. But it's what we're going to do, and we'll move on. We're going to make a skit video.
Yeah.
And then it's going to be about the message. You can expect to see it in the next 2 weeks. It's going to be a skit video.
Yeah.
At the end of the video, we'll put the message just so you can see the whole thing in proof. And there'll be a YouTube video on it in 2 weeks. 2 weeks' time. All right. Question for you, Critic. How was coffee?
Coffee was pretty shit, to be fair. No, I'm just joking. I've never had coffee, sadly.
Good answer. All right. I got another one for you here.
Right.
If you wasn't streaming, what would you be doing for income? What would plan be?
So before I started streaming, I was actually doing gardening and landscaping.
Right.
And I was also a paint and decorator by trade as well. So 2 trades that I both could do.
Yeah.
So depending what my plan was back before I started streaming, I probably would have went down trying to start my own business and paint and decorating, and go down that route.
That's a good question as well. I do like that question.
Yeah.
Question for both of us. I might have a second to think about this as well. How big is Chief's forehead?
Well, I'll let you think about that because that is a hard one to think about, and I'll go first and answer that.
Yeah.
If I was to think how big Chief's head is, I would probably say if you stack the Eiffel Tower, maybe it's like 10 times up straight up to space.
Yeah.
Probably about that big.
All right, that's fair. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I've just had to search this up because this is pretty accurate. I just had to look the length of the M25, which is 188.3 km.
Right.
I'd say that's probably a pretty spot on.
Yeah.
I'd say it's probably about that big.
Yeah.
188 or whatever I just said.
Yeah. Even though he has got a massive forehead, he does have somewhat of a brain. So
I have heard his forehead does actually have its own postcode.
Right. Yeah, I could see that.
Its own area code and everything. Yeah.
Probably its own gangs and stuff.
Yeah, everything like that. Mental.
Yeah.
That's why he's always stressed and fucking moody, to be fair.
True, yeah. Got a lot going on.
Yeah.
On his head.
Alright. Here's a real one. If you could pick a dream car right now, what would it be? And chat, everyone that's watching this video, what would yours be? Put it in the comments below. One day Critic will buy it for you. Anyway, what would yours be?
So there's a lot of cars that I would like. A lot of cars, right? The list is like endless. But the one is a twin turbo Lamborghini.
You're gonna have to put, you know what I want about that video, that clip.
Yeah.
Fucking hoes and popping pillies, man, I feel just like a rock star. All my brothers got that gas and they always be smoking like a rock star.
Bang, 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 it's here. Noise, boof.
I've been fucking hoes and popping pillies, man, I feel just like a rock star.
That's it, yeah. I don't even know what I would want. I'm not a massive car guy. Like, obviously, you're proper, like, you got your history with your cars and stuff like that. I'm not a massive car guy, but I mean, one car that I always wanted as a kid was the Audi R8.
Yeah.
So I mean, I wouldn't say that's my dream car, but that would be like my if I could buy a car tomorrow,
that would be it.
It would be that. Yeah. I mean, I know that's nothing like crazy when you think you can have any car in the world. All right, question for both of us. What motivates you when you're feeling stuck? You can answer first.
So this is kind of a difficult one. But I would say the biggest thing is my family. Because I don't want to go too deep, but basically I've always wanted to make them proud, and I've always wanted to help them and continue to help them out going forward. So them making them proud, and then also for myself as well, you know, like I know, like I want a good life, and yeah.
That's fair enough.
You know what I mean?
That's a good answer without going. Oh, that's a deep question in a way, because like
the thing is, I could go deeper with that in it, but
yeah,
like,
I mean, you could go deeper and
keep it short.
There could be a hell of a lot more into it. I guess for me, I would just say when feeling stuck is obviously like some of the main things would be like just having this dream of where I want to be, and reminding myself of that daily, thinking like, you know, the sky's the limit and I can achieve anything. And
that's what I kind of mean with saying, like, for me, you know, like, have a good life. And that's what I kind of mean with that, is like, you know, seeing yourself.
It's just knowing there's more to life than what we have now, and knowing obviously you got to put a hell of a lot of work in, but knowing that is there. So like, it's okay to feel stuck, but you just need to kick yourself up the arse and be like, this isn't where I'm meant to be. I've got a lot more to do and achieve. That's that, I think. Obviously, it could go. Maybe if we did like if they want more detailed answers on some questions, then we can then put that into another video. Obviously now, because we've got quite a few different questions, we want to try and keep the answers relatively short. But if there is any questions that we go over in this video that you're thinking, look, I want to hear more about what they want to say about that, let us know in the comments. And we can sit there and get another video done on them specific questions. What's your biggest fear?
Biggest fear? Failing life and letting my family down. Which kind of ties in with the last question. As well.
I think, that's the answer I have in my head. The fear of failure. It's just the fear of... It's not necessarily the fear of like letting myself down. It's just the fear of letting other people down, I guess. This one's for you. So, for Critic, if you could change anything about yourself, would you change it, basically? If you could change any personal trait that you have or anything about yourself at all, would you change it? And what would it be and why?
There's a couple of things I would change, but the main thing would probably not worry as much. Because I worry like a lot. But I think it's due to my upbringing and like everything else surrounding like my life. Basically, I just worry too much. I look into things more than I should, and which makes me obviously worry a lot more. And obviously with less worry, life's a bit easier, you know.
Yeah, I can see that. So
yeah,
fair enough answer. It's like anxiety, isn't it? It's getting rid of that initial anxiety at the end of the day. I mean. Yeah, that was only for you, so I'm not answering. For both of us, what was your family's initial reaction when you told them you were going to pursue full-time streaming? So how did the family react when you were like, look, I'm going to be a gamer full-time, I'm streaming?
So for me, this is kind of an easy one, because for me, obviously I used to do YouTube, so I did that as a full-time career back when I did it. So my mom and family were already used to me making videos and
being in that kind of work environment,
and sitting at my PC all day, every day, doing that, right? So when I came to do the whole streaming thing, all I basically said was, I've started streaming, and I just said to my mom, people watch me play games. That's all I said, and she was like, cool. And she supported me, and she basically said, like, as long as you're happy, that's it, really.
Mine was weird, because mine was after I came out of a very dark period in my life. So I wasn't working to say I didn't have any other job. But me and my grandma had just moved in together. You know, I was actively looking for work and thinking what I could do. Had my Xbox, was playing games a lot, and then as I said, like when I started streaming, it was by chance.
Yeah.
And that just picked up one day to the point where I had people in my chat, and I was getting like a couple of donations, like nothing crazy.
Yeah.
But I was like, I think I can do something with this.
Yeah.
So I said to my grandma, because she always used to watch me play PUBG before I started streaming. She would always watch.
Yeah.
She'd sit on the bed and watch and ask questions. She was really involved. And then when I said to her one day, I was like, look, I think this could be something. I don't know what, but this could be something.
Yeah.
I remember just saying to her, like, this is going somewhere and I don't know where, but I want to follow that trail.
Right.
And that was it. And she was like, great, do it, go. You got my full support.
Yeah.
And I did that for a little bit, built it up even more because I was fully invested then. I was streaming PUBG for like 16 hours a day.
Yeah.
It built up quicker and quicker. And then the day came where I needed to buy some equipment. And chat was helping me buy bits. And then I needed to buy the PC. And I was like, how the fuck am I going to afford this?
Yeah.
Grandma was like, look, you should just ask Granddad if he can help you and sponsor you and you can pay him back. And I was like, you want me to tell Granddad that I want him to buy me this? It was like a £900.
Yeah.
I was like, you want me to tell him that I want him to buy me this PC so I can play video games for a living? I was like, I can't tell him that. You are crazy. There's no way I'm telling him that.
Yeah.
She's like, look, she sat me down. She had a chat for like an hour. And I plugged up the cards. I was like, Granddad, this is what I want to do. This is what I'm going to do. I got my heart and soul in this. He's like, fine, let's do it. Let's go. If you believe in it and you're happy to do it, I'll support it. And that was it. That was when they both knew I was going full time and going for it. And they were right behind me and they're still out to this day.
I love that.
Yeah. I never shat myself more. And my grandma was like, yeah, just ask Granddad. Like, you want me to tell him that I'm going to be playing video games for a living? Holy shit. Eric. Oh, this is a good question. If you could stream and play any game, and it would and you don't have to worry about your views or income. So if you could just play and stream any game, what would it be and why?
Oh my god, that's such a hard question. The only reason that's a hard question right now is because there isn't really like anything that's like super fun that I'm addicted to, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like I would say right now I would say Tarkov.
That's what my answer would be as well.
And the only reason I would say Tarkov is out of all the current games is there's so much to it, so in depth, and there's so much you can do in the game when it comes to actual gameplay.
Yeah.
Different play styles, different customization of the guns. You can play like super tactical and like so many different situations can happen, and it can be very fun in the squads. That if it didn't impact my income or views, like that game would be just perfect to play because hours just go by like that as well.
Yeah. That's what my answer would be as well. I mean, as critics just said, Tarkov, there's so much to it. There's so much to learn and get your head, invest your head and time in on Tarkov. It would just be such a sick game to stream.
Not only that, the best thing about Tarkov as well is when you're actually killing a bunch of people. It is the best feeling. Period. There is no other game, not even PUBG, nothing that comes close to the feeling that Tarkov gives you when you kill people in that game.
That's facts. That's what. So both Tarkov.
Yeah.
Both Tarkov.
Crouch.
You got enough stamina, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be alright, babe.
Yeah.
Oh, fucking
I'm fucking dead, man! Oh my god, man! Why did he hit the deck? Who hits the deck like that, man?
Oh, fucking hell.
You hit the...
Question question for us both. What game and system got you to fall in love with gaming? How old were you when you played your first ever video game? That's 2 questions.
Yeah.
What was the game and system that made you completely just fall in love with gaming?
So for me, it was Sonic. And I must have been probably about 7-year-old, maybe it's younger. I can't remember. I would literally have to look back when it came out. But I think I was about 7, so around that age.
That's got to be what, 1950.
Get tapped. And yeah, so basically it was Christmas. I just opened it and was like, whoa, what's this? As a kid back then, it wasn't video games weren't really a thing as well. I think the Sega Mega Drive had literally just come out. And yeah, opened it, turn it on, playing Sonic, and I'm like, holy shit! And just instantly, I was addicted.
Yeah.
At literally all Christmas Day, I played it just all day, and then from then on, just every day, just playing it. Echo the Dolphin and a bunch of amazing games back then.
And obviously, in like slightly more recent times, obviously with YouTube, you're Call of Duty mad. Yeah. Absolutely Call of Duty mad. Mm-hmm. And yeah. My first game that I ever fell in love with was Crash Bandicoot.
What have I got?
That game was sick.
I played Crash Bandicoot. I played the very first Halo.
Yeah.
And I played a bunch of other games. But back then, it was mainly just campaign games because at that time, I don't think I had internet.
Yeah.
Like legit internet wasn't a thing. I don't think I think it might have been dial-up and whatnot and legit. So yeah, it was literally just campaign games. And then obviously, like you say, going back to my YouTube days, Call of Duty was like my bread and butter. That was me.
Yeah.
I loved Call of Duty. And yeah.
Well, my mum was Crash, and then the game that like made me get properly like I'd always play like COD World at War, COD 4. When MW2 came out, that was probably the game. If MW2 didn't happen, I don't think I would have played shooter games online to any kind of like addictive, competitive, I want to fuck all of you up kind of level. That game for me was the one that made me like running around dropping nukes.
Tactical nuke ready for launch. Tactical nuke incoming.
And shit like that. That feeling,
that was sick.
I was like, fuck me, this is sick. Like, I need more of this. You know, when I first ever got MW2 is when I had the Xbox 360. I bought an Xbox 360. I saved up money. But you remember in the top of it, you used to have the hard drive.
Yeah.
I didn't have enough money to buy the hard drive, innit?
Yeah.
So I had MW2. Didn't have online. And I can only do the campaign. But because I didn't have the hard drive, I couldn't save it.
Right.
I couldn't save anything. So every single day,
you had to play
I
through
was
it.
going over the same bit of the campaign every day until I saved up enough money to buy a hard drive. But I loved it. I loved it so much. Critic, how's life as a Macam? I'm glad these questions are anonymous. Alright guys, I think I'm gonna have to find a new co-host. Macam's
so all I'm gonna say is whoever said that, yeah, you're a little bastard, and we'll leave it at that.
Oh, that's deep though. Both of us can, I've got one for me, but both of us can answer it.
Right.
I'll answer it first. Question is, who is your biggest role model / inspiration in life? My biggest role model is my grandparents. My granddad, just for you want to do something, you do it. Like, never cracks under pressure, always takes on a challenge, never backs away from anything he thinks right. And like that for me, like that is what I want to be.
Yeah.
And then grandma is just the most amazing human being anyone will ever meet. Like when you meet her in person, she just has a glow. She glows with like just such positive energy. Yeah. She's always got time for other people, and she's just so down to earth and genuine. So them two together, like I just take, I can just take both of them and put it here. You know, I made it in life. Yeah, them two definitely.
Yeah. For me, the main person is my mum. She's been through me through thick and thin, the hardest times in my life. She's been there looking after me, and she's been working through multiple different jobs to look after me, my younger brother, and obviously she's been through some hard times, but she's always put us first. And yeah. So I would say my
big
mum.
up the mum, big up Mama Critic. All right, that's all the questions we have from stream. Let's add one more in each for each other. Cross.
Ooh, that's a hard one. Let's say, subs were flying. You stayed on to do a 24-hour.
Yeah.
To hit a goal for you to go bald.
Yeah.
How many subs?
Enough to at least put 20 grand in my pocket for a hair transplant.
2,000 would be a decent number.
What, in one street?
Yeah.
Alright, fine. Yeah, 2,000.
2,000 subs, chat.
So for both of us, and for probably most of you watching now, our main game is PUBG. And we played it a lot. He thinks he's played it a lot. I've played it for over 100 days more than him. He can shut the fuck up. But anyway, what I'm saying is, we've all played it a lot. Waking up in the morning sometimes, obviously knowing we can stream anything, but realistically, revenue-wise, to make enough money each month, we need to stream PUBG to the majority. How does it... Well, what do you do in the mornings when you wake up and you're sitting there like, I really don't want to play PUBG, and then you get on stream and play it, and then you get off early, or you want to get off early? Like, what goes through your head there? That's it.
So what goes through my head? If I get off stream, I'm gonna fail.
Yeah.
If I get off this game to go to another game, I'm gonna fail. Pretty much. And then it's just shit going around in my head, battling, fighting demons. Yeah.
Tough question. I have to be asked. It's a genuine question, because I don't know. For me, like it's hard. Like when you don't want to play something so much, when you don't want to do it, you're forcing yourself to do it.
Yeah.
And then obviously forcing yourself to do it, it's not. The content's just not
the same.
Pure. It's not right, is it?
Not the same.
Yeah, it's tough. That's a hard question. And I think that's a fair enough answer from you, to be honest, because it's a real answer. There's no bullshit there. That's a real answer. So yeah, that's fair enough. But I guess that is it. This video, you'll be watching this on Tuesday. So you should have already watched our Bean Boozled video that is on Critic's channel that we released on Friday. If you haven't watched that, the link's going to be... Is it going to be there?
It's going to be right here.
It's going to be there. Yeah, the link for that is going to be there. That came out on the Friday. It's just gone. Make sure you go and watch that if you haven't already. All the YouTube videos that me and Critic do, we're going to try and upload 2 a week. Every Friday video is going to be on Critic's channel. Every Tuesday video is going to be on my channel. Links for both channels, links will be in the descriptions for the appropriate channels. And anything else you need, obviously, put in the comments and we'll be happy to help. Catch us in the live stream, whatever.
Yeah.
But that's been the Q&A. Critic's going to have a lot of fun editing that, because there's a lot of mistakes and there's a lot of bits that need to be cut, and it's going to take him a very long time. So I don't envy him at all for that. But yeah, we hope you enjoyed. Like I said earlier in the video, though, seriously, if there's any questions that we answered but didn't go into enough detail and you want to know more, comment what that question was. And if there's enough comments, enough different questions, then we can make another video going into depth on certain topics. And that's it from me. Look forward to the video coming on Friday, which should be on Critic's channel, so don't miss that. We don't know what it is. Anything else you want to say, or we're done?
So before I go, I hope you've enjoyed. Smash the like button. Subscribe if you're new. If you haven't hit that button yet. Hit any other button. The bell. Fucking the notification. I mean, do it all, innit? Even go around your browser. Hit that. Fucking open another tab. Smash the refresh button. Give another view.
Make sure you show your mum, your dad, your granddad, your little brother,
Yes,
your dog,
share
your
the link.
goldfish, your squirrel, your...
Yeah.
Just get it done. Share it. We're done. We're done. In a bit. We're done. We're out. Peace.